like to reflect for a few moments on tables. Not those annoying things which my DBAs always insist I have to shovel my data into, but about common or garden tables used for eating, drinking, sitting and conducting meetings. Think about them, they're quite interesting. The shape is psychologically interesting. It forms a barrier. It imposes linearity often because most tables are rectilinear. Think about what that says psychologically to the participants. They're rectilinear, which means they have a top and a bottom and a side. Participants at the start of the meeting have to select a particular vantage point. Now that introduces social competition and all sorts of other social dynamics. Who sits with who? It also makes certain forms of communication easy and some much harder. If somebody's sat 2 or 3 places down to the left or right, for example, it's really hard to talk to them. Also, if somebody's actually positioned opposite, it makes it really easy to argue. Maybe that's a good thing for some meetings. For Agile teams, it's almost always a really bad idea. It is. Tables really don't work, I'm afraid. A lot of the time, tables get in the way and impose psychological stuff you can't really control as an Agile manager. So, sit-down meetings, get rid of the table if you can, or at least think carefully about how you're going to manage it. People might actively pull the chairs away. If you're going to go to the board, you actually want people to be able to participate without having to get up. So maybe everybody gets up to go to the board. These are just examples. I'm trying to make you think and be more aware. You also, when people are sat at a table, it becomes very difficult to see the complete body language. Like me now, on this video, I'm a disembodied head. I could be doing anything with my feet at the moment, and you would only be able to tell by my head movements. Also, it prevents wild gesticulation, which can sometimes be useful. Probably not in my case. I'd probably distract everybody with my crazy hands. But that's part of me. It also imposes a certain hierarchy and discipline in that situation, and people bring baggage to that type of meeting. If you want a meeting which is sit down without that baggage, think about taking away the psychological props and signals which produce that baggage, which are associated with that baggage by the brain. Yeah, I mean, in meetings, sound easy. They aren't. I've been in so many unproductive meetings. You talk to anybody who spent a long time in the industry, and most meetings don't work for anybody. Think about meetings and psychology and the body language and become a more informed and active participant in them. Meetings, not easy.